You Can Pick Your Friends by Admiral Biscuit. It's a typical Thursday in Ponyville, and you're at the market considering what you want to have for dinner. Sadly, no pony has yet set up a KFC booth, although there's always hope that it might happen one week. Until then, you're stuck with a vegetarian diet. As you're browsing Golden Harvest's selection of carrots, a strange yet familiar feeling assaults you. There is a booger in your nose. It's one of the ones that kinda hangs on, which if you breathe hard enough, you can just feel it flapping around inside of a nostril. Like most guys, you don't exactly carry around a box of tissues for this sort of occasion. It could probably wait until you get home, but it's by no means an emergency. But by now you've noticed it, and it's going to keep annoying you until you do something about it. You hold a finger up and pinch your left nostril shut, then give a couple of short, snorting exhales in an attempt to blow it out, to no avail. That bugger is practically glued in there. I know it's even more annoying than it was before. You're not about to let a little chunk of snot ruin your day, so when you find a little alleyway off in the main road, you duck down it so you can do a little bit of prospecting in private. Getting a finger on it is easy, but it's a stubborn little bugger and it just doesn't want to let go. You're so busy digging for gold, but you don't hear the approaching footsteps of a curious pony. Hey, what you doing? God! You almost accidentally lobotomize yourself with your finger, then hastily yank it out and uncountedly wipe it off on the seat of your jeans. Turns out being surprised only works to cure hiccups, but also to get stubborn little buggers out too. Oh, Pinkie Pie solves everything. I was just scratching my nose. That sounds believable, right? Pinkie narrows her eyes, but nods slowly. Oh. Sometimes my nose gets all itchy and twitchy, and I have to... She pauses for a moment to reach her foreleg up and rub at the muzzle for a second, then lowers it again. But you weren't, You can see the gears in their head turning. You had your finger inside your nose, she announces him triumphantly. Maybe? A blush starts to creep across your cheeks. Your mum was right. You shouldn't be picking your nose in public. She'd never claimed that you'd get caught by a pastel party pony, though. I had an itch inside my nose. Oh. Pinkie nods her head wisely. I guess that makes sense. Whew. Crisis averted. Sometimes the inside of my nose gets itchy too, she tells you. I think it happens to everyone, Pinkie. What's it like? Huh? Pinkie does a weird little shrug thing, and then brings her foreleg back up to her nose and rubs it again. I can wiggle the top tip of my nose, and sometimes that helps make the itch go away, but not always. Yeah. You know exactly what she's talking about. Do me, she says suddenly. Oh. Do you? You mean right here? In broad daylight? In a public alleyway that any pony could come down? She rolls her eyes. Oh, not that. My nose. Itch my nose. With your finger. You want me to stick my finger in your nose and scratch the inside? Pinkie nods eagerly. I bet it feels amazing. You'd never really thought of that scratching the inside of your nose, or to be fair, picking it felt that amazing. But then, it was something that you could never do whenever you wanted to. It was an option that was always open to you, whenever and wherever, but for Pinkie Pie, or for any pony for that matter, It was forever out of reach. Never mind a pony's freakish flexibility, but there was no way a hoof was ever going to fit up there. This might be the weirdest thing I have ever done, you mutter to yourself. So, are you gonna? Her face is hopeful. Oh, curse ponies and their all-hearing ears. Oh sure, fine. You take one step towards her and then stop. But don't tell any pony, okay? This has got to be just between you and me. Her ears droop. Really? Because I bet that every pony would like to have the inside of their nose scratched. That may well be so, you tell her, but I don't want to get a reputation. You crouch down, and she approaches you, stretching her neck forward until her nose is almost brushing against your hand, leaving you to close the gap. There's no point in hesitating, so you reach up and touch her between her nostrils, before running your fingers around the perimeter of her left nostril. She wrinkles her nose, and her nostril flares, which is the strangest feeling ever. Are you sure? Yuppers! Okay, here goes. You're not exactly sure what the best way to approach this is, so you slowly push forward, keeping the tip of your finger on the inside of her nostril. It's weird how hot her breath is. It feels hotter than yours anyway, although maybe you're just being overly sensitive. Oh, right there, she says, and you so obligingly rub gently. You're not sure how tough pony noses are, and you saw a picture of once of what a horse nosebleed looks like, and you want nothing to do with that. Nose job. As you carefully increase pressure, Pinky lets out a moan, not unlike a porn star, and it takes all your willpower to not jerk your hand back out. Surely every pony in the market heard her, and they'll be coming to investigate. Ooh. Then again, it's Pinkie Pie, so maybe not. Oh, that feels so good. When you pull your finger back out, she shakes her head and then tilts her face back up at you. And you can guess what she wants. So you switch hands and you go exploring inside her other nostril. Oddly, now that you've got a bit of experience, you're more confident and find a sweet spot right away. She moans in pleasure again, and then, once your hand's clear, she stretches forward and nuzzles your cheeks. Oh, thanks. That felt amazing. It was good for me too, you say. Pinky pronks back to the market, but you stay in the hall alleyway for a moment, turning a bit of an ancient wisdom of it in your head. It turns out that you can pick your friend's nose. Oh God, Innuendo Central. Ugh. With love from England. Thanks for watching.